What's going on, BFL fam? I'm Carlos, and this is E.
What's going on, guys? I'm E. Simple Sense.
There you have it. Welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Today, we have two new releases from the House of Parfums Vintage. We have X-Batch Intense and Imbue. Keep it right there.
Yes, stick around.
Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover.
Have you tried any Parfums Vintage, Mr. Simply Put Sense?
I've tried a few. I like parfum. I like the pineapple vintage noir. That was my favorite of all the pineapple vintage scents, I guess you could say. And then I really liked X-Batch.
I did too
The
as well.
original.
Yes.
I thought that was awesome. I really liked how fresh and cool it was. And even though it was kind of like a derivative smell, like takes two fragrances and kind of puts them together, it was like done very well.
So actually, since you're speaking of that one, this is the newer version of X-Batch.
Yes.
This is X-Batch Intense.
I heard about this one.
And
Damien was putting me onto this.
He was.
Like, it's gonna be crazy.
The perfumer of Parfums Vintage, Damien Stammers. Thank you again for sending these. The intent of the X-Batch Intense was to have the Aventus vibe last longer, meaning the pineapple, because some people felt that it wasn't that strong in the original. He's going by the feedback that he got from customers and people who are loyal followers of his company. He has definitely accumulated a loyal following.
Absolutely.
And take out the Sauvage metallic synthetic edge of that fragrance. X-Batch Intense. The notes are pineapple, black currant, bergamot, neroli, lavender, Virginian cedar, patchouli, vetiver, and ambroxan.
Okay.
Want to spray it on skin? Tick tock, tick tock.
I'm sorry.
Crickets.
I'm sorry. Like I just
It's
had
all
to.
good.
I just had to process this scent. Yeah, I would like to try this on skins. So based on what I'm smelling, it's very Aventus and it's very.
If I may, this I've worn. It has definitely more of the Aventus leaning vibe to it, and it does last a considerable amount of time on skin, and the pineapple pretty much stays noticeable for the ride of the fragrance on skin.
It smelled a lot better on skin than it did on the paper, I must say.
Okay.
So on skin, I'm getting a lot of the vanilla. It smells fresh, but it's much more of a warmer expression. Honestly, though, based on my experience with the original X-Batch, I would prefer that because to me, this is more Aventus than Sauvage Aventus. And I like that Frankenstein of Sauvage mixed with Aventus. You know, that was really cool to me. You know, it was alive, like it was fresh. It was kind of like, this is very deep and warm.
If I may, I just want to show the reaction that Kat had when she first smelled X-Batch for the first time. It is called X-Batch. I'm going to spray it here to see what you think. That's for you. The notes for this include pineapple, black currant, bergamot, neroli, lavender, Virginian, cedarwood, patchouli, vetiver, and ambroxan.
This smells so good.
I don't know if you caught the eyes rolling back in the head thing there.
This smells so good. It actually, it smells like a little bit like vacation-like, but I like.
She loved that so much. That was one of the best reactions on my channel ever, to be totally honest.
That scent was beautiful.
I think this is nicely done for those who yearned for the feedback that was given to Mr. Stammers, but in all full transparency, I honestly still love X-Batch over the Intense.
I agree. I feel like it's a more versatile fragrance. There's less vanilla. There's more of a Sauvage presence. but it was like, I feel like that idea was just so novel and interesting. It just came across really well balanced. That's another thing. This, I don't notice the watch. It's basically like an alternative to Aventus.
It's mostly Aventus for sure.
You know?
Like 80% Aventus.
Not bad though. It smells good,
If I
but
had to choose between the two, I would definitely go with the original. This is 50 ml bottle for $79.50.
decent price. Decent price.
And moving right along, we have Imbue here. This is inspired by Gucci Per Homme 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the original Gucci Per Homme 1 and 2?
Absolutely, absolutely. I like the second one. I always just thought it was very light. You know, very much more of a out of the shower type of fragrance.
For
that
sure.
You would wear, you know, for a moment, and that's it.
Gucci Per Homme 1 was an all-around, well-received fragrance by niche snobs.
Absolutely.
It had a big incense note. It was actually a fragrance that I wore to church on Sundays. It was creative directed by Tom Ford, and it was loved. He left, and then they came out with 2, and
I kind of think like Gucci 2 was very well received. Well, within the fragrance community, right?
it.
But it's also a top
The
seller
niche
in
snobs didn't
stores.
like it.
Oh wow.
But it was reformulated.
Okay.
Then it was discontinued. Then it came back, reformulated, more so, and it kind of lost its appeal
Okay.
than the original from 2007. And I think it's been discontinued again. The intention from Damien Stammers was to take that DNA and make the notes at a little higher concentration and longer lasting.
Okay.
That being said, this is also a 50 ml bottle, only available for $79.50.
Wow.
The notes for this are bergamot, violet leaves, black tea, pimento, myrrh, cinnamon, tobacco leaves, olive wood, and musk.
Okay. So, I sprayed this on my skin, and I have to say, I really like the way this smells.
It works with our brown skin. I
I'm
love
a
it too.
huge fan of tea. It's beautiful.
Yes, I have come to learn that I love tea more than I thought that I did, and I actually have quite a few tea fragrances, but I don't mean to stray. I'm always flapping my mouth 10 miles a minute.
So
Can you
good.
flap your mouth 10 miles a minute?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is a really nice freshie. It's simple. It's not, challenging, but it's fresh. It's happy. It smells so good, and it puts you in a good mood.
It's
you know?
it's authentic. That's another thing that I like about this. Like, it smells quality. You know, smelling X Batch Intense compared to this, it's like night and day. You know,
I love this one. I like this one.
Okay, so I'm not really liking this one too much on my
Okay.
skin right now. On my skin,
Let me see.
train wrecking.
Okay, smell the other.
Like, it lost the
It's
vanilla.
totally night and day. This
Yeah.
smells so good on you, bro.
Right.
So good.
Like, when I smell this, it's almost like I can actually smell like the tea herb. Like, you know what I mean? Which is like, there's something that's really herbal and beautiful about this fragrance. It's really hard to explain, but when you smell it, you notice it actually smells like a cup of freaking tea. That's why I love this.
I get the violet a lot, and I love violet in a fragrance, in a men's fragrance. And I get the violet tea and the bright bergamot. So it's kind of like that Earl Grey tea kind of smell. It's just so,
Yeah.
it's really good
Yeah,
and really enjoyable.
Definitely black tea.
I wore this to work, and I got a good 5 to 6 hours.
Wow. That's definitely better than the original, which I think peaks at like 2 to 3 at this
Really?
point. Yeah.
I honestly never. I've smelled the original, but I've never owned it or wore it and played with it, so I couldn't say anything about performance.
I think a tea fragrance that can get to the 5-hour mark is awesome.
Yes,
Because
for sure.
that's really what happens when you wear a tea fragrance. So I'm actually impressed with just the overall scent of this fragrance. It's just very, very authentic. Very authentic. Very beautiful.
Simply put, Sense says that it is authentic and that he loves it and he recommends it. He does not love X Batch Intense
No,
that
I was
much.
hoping I would. I just think it lacked it's not the balance that I appreciated in the original is not present in this. The freshie it was just a lot fresher originally, and it works a lot better for me.
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
I definitely dig X Batch the original, And it is what it is. Listen.
It is.
So,
But Imbue, awesome stuff.
definitely. So, that's our thoughts on the new Parfums Vintage, X-Batch Intense, and Imbue. Short and sweet like I always do, or kind of sort of short and sweet-ish. This is Z. Thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely, bro.
There might be a giveaway, but I'm waiting to hear back from the company, so I will add that if indeed they agree to a giveaway. But in any case, thanks so much for watching, and we hope that you enjoyed. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. If you haven't been a subscriber, click on that bell icon so you don't miss notifications on the reviews, new content, giveaways, and all the friggin' fun always happening right here at PFL. And do not forget to show this man right here some love. He is Mr. Simply Put Sense. Take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you at the next review.
Peace, guys.